Hey everyone, I'm Mackayla, and today I have Peter from InTheosis on the Soundtrack of Our Lives podcast. So welcome.
Thank you so much.
Your latest released ICONOCLAST came out November 15th. What was it like putting it out there?
That was really fun. I mean, yeah, to me, I'm not really used to releasing music with rapping on it. So that's first for me. And yeah, we had a great fun, making the song. And Damien, the rapper, he's so talented and such a good guy. So yeah, I was, kind of eager to hear what people said. I mean, my other band, Extol, is, death metal band that we've been doing for many years, and it's very far from ever, considering having rap on it. So, but I think a lot of the metal fans also enjoyed it. So yeah, it's cool.
Why was the decision made to put rap on the song?
John is a hip hop producer, so yeah, just some of our songs will it's quite natural for him and to explore that kind of landscape. He is also much grew up with more of the new metal stuff. So yeah, it's not so far-fetched.
What is it like kind of working with you guys, living so far apart?
Yeah, it's going really smoothly, to be honest. I mean, of course, we need to plan a little bit, but he will write some stuff, send it over. I'll write some stuff, send it over, and tracking vocals, and yeah. So this day and age, being on the other side of the world doesn't really, it's not really an issue with all the technology and all the great stuff that you can do online. We also have some live sessions together with this app where we can produce music together, live. So yeah, it's all good. It's fun.
It's good. Glad that it's, easy enough nowadays to make it work.
Yeah, for sure.
Although I bet that the time change is hard.
Yeah. So usually it's like a little bit too late my time. He'll be up and fresh and just got up and had his breakfast and coffee and ready for a new day, and I'll be like, dude, it's 2 a.m. here. I gotta go.
Yeah, you can't work for too long. Gotta
Yeah,
get some sleep.
for sure. Some.
And then you also had two other singles come out this year. What was the reception like on those?
Yeah. So I mean, this is I guess we just got started, yeah, with this project. So first off with the Mysteria some months ago, and I was really happy about the feedback on that. Seems like people are really into those songs, Mysteria and Purged, that we did before Iconoclast. But yeah, it's like when you start a new thing, you gotta just gotta work hard, and putting things out there these days, it's not so easy. You're fighting the algorithms and everything to get seen and heard. But yeah, people responding really nicely to us and sending us texts and comments and everything. So yeah, I'm really happy with the feedback so far, for sure.
I'm glad that people are enjoying the songs. I think I really enjoy them as well.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And then you guys also have your first album coming out at some point in 2025. Can you share anything about that?
Yeah, we haven't set any date yet, but it's looking like it's going to be a late 2025 release. Working hard to write the rest of the material. We have some songs ready and some more to be written. And I think, I guess the three songs we have done so far is kind of an indicator of what people can expect from the full length. A little bit of a progressive, a little bit poppy with those melodies, incorporating some rap and electronic elements, heavy, groovy, modern metal. Yeah. So, but it's going to be, very like, it's not going to be like down one straight line. It's going to be detours and exploring different elements of modern metal. Yeah.
Oh, very, very cool.
For sure. Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, some of the songs we're working on now is going to be really fun to show the world.
It sounds like they're going to be really interesting and unique.
Yeah, for sure. And also, of course, with us exploring, I guess, always important lyrical themes, stuff that we have on our hearts, that we want to explore and share our thoughts with the world with in regards to, mental health issues or traumas or something, anything that's important to us. Yeah.
Is it ever scary putting out songs that have such important and personal topics on them?
I guess I've done it since I was 14, so it doesn't really scare me anymore like that. I mean, but yeah, it's of course you want people to sort of read them in a way that can feel helpful or meaningful to someone.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I think people mostly do that, and I think yeah, talking about mental health issues, for example, is never, yeah, I think that's always a good thing to do. Even
Yeah.
in 2024, you got to talk about it because still so many people are struggling with it, and or still so many people aren't able or they don't dare to talk about it or they don't even know what it is, right?
Hmm.
So yeah, I guess that's one of my missions in life to talk about these kind of things.
Yeah, I think it's so important to talk about. Even if it is talked about a lot, still talking about it makes people feel not alone in whatever they're struggling with.
Exactly. And I mean, you have no idea how many people have contacted me after, hearing my music or reading an interview or anything like that. And just, saying, hey, I wasn't even aware that, I had anxiety or I was depressed
Hmm.
but after, hearing what you said, I think, yeah, I think that's what it is. And I'm encouraged to go see a professional or, whatever.
Yeah.
That's really meaningful.
But yeah, I'm glad that you're able to help so many people.
Yeah, me too.
It's kind of crazy, like just what talking about these kinds of things can change.
Yeah, for sure. Of course, with severe issues and severe sickness, that's definitely see a professional. But
Hmm.
being able to talk to someone you trust, or even just hearing someone you trust or look up to, or whatever, talking about it can give some sort of relief or help to people. So yeah,
Yeah. But as you said, definitely see a professional if you're really struggling.
for sure.
'Cause that's what they are there for.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you guys sit down to write a new song, what does that look like?
Well, we start, on I guess both our ends of the world. Like if John has an idea, he will sit down. He is much more of an instrumentalist than I am, so he will probably like record more like a full idea with guitars and drums and bass and some production on it, at least a little bit, before he sends it over to me. I would probably, I can play a little bit of guitar and stuff like that, but I prefer, making songs, with a MIDI keyboard.
Hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll probably make some ideas that are a little bit not so ready ideas, if you understand what I mean. More
Yeah.
more like, yeah, thoughts here and there, ideas here and there. And then we will, I guess, work back and forth and putting that together. John will take it, play it, record it with the guitars and everything. And yeah, just start producing it with all the production and programming and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a little bit of back and forth. But again, John is an amazing producer. So I'm joking with him sometimes that he has to translate from my expression into InTheosis, so he can get something that's, as long as he understands the essence of what I want, then he will
Hmm.
just translate it into InTheosis, which is really good at.
Do you have any examples of that?
Yeah, an upcoming song. It was basically just acoustic guitars and strings and piano.
Hmm.
I recorded or programmed on MIDI. So just to get the basics of the feeling and the harmonies and the melodies. And yeah, I sent it over to him and he sort of produced it into it's going to be a really, really groovy and poppy metal song. So yeah.
So with your sound being so unique, what artists have influenced it?
Uh, John is really much more into, I guess, the modern metal scene than I
Hmm.
am. I guess I'm a bit older. So, I mean, he's been really influenced by bands like, Spirit Box and Sleep Token. And yeah, of course, Meshuggah, both of us have been influenced for many years. I guess Extol, my other band, is also influencing everything somehow since it's such a big part of me.
Hmm.
And John has also listened a lot to Extol up through the days. Yeah, and as I said earlier, John is also he used to listen a lot to this, all of these new metal bands back in the days. So I guess that also is some sort of an influence on him. For me, I don't listen that much to metal these days. Picking it up though, because yeah, I just want to see what's out there of the newer bands, which I haven't been, trying to explore for many years. So I'm finding some new cool bands out there. Yeah, but I guess I listen to a lot of orchestral stuff
Hmm.
and cinematic stuff, which is really a big influence to me these days.
Any particular orchestral or cinematic scores that you prefer?
That's anything by Danny Elfman or John Williams or Hans Zimmer, like all the big ones, of
Hmm.
course. But also, yeah, like really enjoyed the. Did you see the Westworld TV series?
I have not, but I've heard the soundtrack though.
Yeah, the soundtrack, like I really love that. Oh, the Queen's Gambit soundtrack, it's so good because yeah, it's nothing epic or anything, but it's just it's written so well to the TV series. Yeah, I think that's probably one of the best soundtracks I've heard for some years. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I
So
think people, when they're watching like a TV show or a movie, forget how impactful the music in it is. Like the emotions don't come across as well without the music.
oh yeah, that's for sure. That's an understatement. Yeah, without the music, a film is nothing.
You guys also put out a lyric video for Iconoclast. How do you feel that kind of enhances the song?
I really like that because again, lyrics mean a lot to us,
Hmm.
and with metal music, especially with the screaming parts, it's not always necessarily so easy to hear the lyrics straight away.
Hmm.
So just giving the people the chance to yeah just get the lyrics straight away while you're listening. I like that a lot. Yeah. So I mean, the concept lyric video, it's yeah. I think it's a good idea, and then it's not always so easy to make really good lyric videos, but yeah, we gave it a shot at least.
I like it. I think it's really cool.
Awesome, thanks.
Did you enjoy making it, or was it kind of complicated and confusing?
No, it wasn't too complicated, and yeah. So I churned out some ideas and some visuals and stuff like that, and then I gave it to a guy who's much better at doing this than I am.
I feel like it's important to know when something needs to be handed over to somebody else.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. So I guess it's always a matter of money, but yeah, if I can, I'll send anything away.
Do you just not enjoy making the content, or is it just something that,
No, I enjoy it, but it's just life's got too few hours
yeah.
during the day. Yeah. So plus, of course, I can't do everything in life. I'm not
Hmm.
that talentful. So, but yeah, I'm trying to make some fun visuals and videos and images every now and then. But yeah, having some help is definitely something we always need.
Yeah, it's always so important to have help
Yeah,
with things.
for sure. And I mean, like, you know how it is. Every musician, every artist, we have to be influencers and social media experts as well as musicians and, you know, finance people and administrative. Like, we have to be everything these
Right.
days. So, yeah, it's kind of much. So, having someone in your sphere that can help with something or anything, it's pretty nice.
Hmm. Especially because like musicians didn't sign up to be everything. They just want to make music.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I kind of like some of the management parts of this business and more of some of the more administrative stuff. I've been doing that for many years, so I kind of like that. And I also like to be creative visually and stuff like that, but it's just too much,
Hmm.
especially like when you have more bands. Like right now, I have at least three, bands and projects that I'm trying to do something with. So yeah. And if you're going to really be impactful on socials, you have to post like many things every day, and I'm
Hmm.
not. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. How do you balance having all three projects and then also, taking, living life as well?
Yeah, ask my wife about that. She's not too happy always, but yeah, it's a balance act for sure. Yeah. So I mean, I guess not all three projects all the time at the same time is a good idea. Yeah. So when one of the projects is a little bit down, you can focus more on the other two. Yeah. I've got 3 kids as well, so it's plenty. It's enough.
Keeps you busy.
Yeah, for sure.
So when the new album, is finished, what do you hope people take away from it?
I hope that people will find it somewhat unique, or at least, some feels like something fresh, I
Hmm.
hope. And I hope it can have some positive impact, both musically but also lyrically to people. I guess that's my or our main goal.
Yeah. I feel like the best albums are always very like influential, not just
Yeah.
through music, but just like the impact they have on people.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, yeah, that's always like when I write something or create something, of course you do it for yourself often, at least I do, because I feel like I sort of want to, and I have to create something, I have to express something. But also, having it mean something for other people is definitely a motivator for me
Hmm.
to be creative, for sure.
I mean, yeah, but as you said, first of all, if it doesn't mean anything to you, why would you make it? So it has
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, I could never sort of just churn out music that doesn't really mean anything to me. I could in some sense, and I do it sometimes. Like when I write for sync, like if I write, some small scores or themes for like TV series or
Hmm.
whatever, because that's gonna be that's yeah. Especially this more a little bit more like generic stuff that
Right.
you can just of course I can do that, but not too much of it either, because if you end up only doing that, then it just kills your creativity, right? So
Right.
there's got to be a balance.
Yeah. And then people like listening to the music, they don't hear the same passion for it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. There's got to be passion there.
Yeah.
If not, it's just dead.
Yeah. If not, why would you create it? No
Mm.
point in creating something you're not passionate about.
Yeah, agreed.
So before I ask the last question today, was there anything else that you wanted to mention or talk about?
No, not really. I'm just super stoked that someone wants to talk with us and check out our music. I hope everyone listening to this will check us out and follow us on socials and just engage. We're always yeah, as I said, happy to meet people and talk to people, and yeah, that's a meaningful part of doing this. So
Mhm.
yeah, looking forward to hearing from people.
So the last question is, what is the soundtrack of your life?
Oh, that's you can't give me a curveball like that. Wow. Yeah, that's a really, really good question. I'm trying to find something funny to say, but I can't really find it. So I'll probably answer. Um, it's a really bad answer, uh, but it is true because music means such a lot to me. And because I want to express things through my music, and I always have. Um, and this sounds so stupid, but the music that I create is the soundtrack of my life.
I like it. I like that you're writing the soundtrack to your life.
Exactly, because yeah, it is literally the soundtrack of my life, because I'm expressing myself and my deepest emotions, and all the terrible stuff that I have in me sometimes. It's literally, yeah, coming out through my music. So I guess that'll be my answer.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm surprised more people don't answer by saying that, but you're only the third person to say that,
Okay, wow.
which is very interesting to me. Because I'm like, if you're writing all of this music about your life, wouldn't that be the soundtrack?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, I guess it's embarrassing to say like, oh, your own music is a soundtrack to your life. Like, how self-centered is that? But that's not the way I mean it. So yeah.
Yeah, but like it makes sense because you're creating something. It just is part of who you are.
Yeah,
So like it makes so much sense that it is the soundtrack to your life.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so where can all of our listeners find you on social media to stay updated on you guys?
Just search for InTheosis on Instagram and Facebook. That's the 2 socials we have time to do. And of course, any major or minor streaming service, Bandcamp. We really appreciate Bandcamp because there, people engage a little bit more, and someone actually pays for some music sometimes. So that's nice.
Always a bonus to be paid.
Yeah. And we've got some merch as well. So yeah, check it out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today.
Thank you so much for having me. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Have a nice rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.